and welcome to my YouTube. I have kind of a spread of trying to get you into kind of like a ball to try to drive you into understanding Leonardo da Vinci's works. Now let me show you first of all that my painting is Jesus Christ, and it is also Mary and Madonna and Sali and Melzi Francesca and Katharina, his mother, and Gioconda. Now, if you take a look at the woman, you'll see that the woman here is a young lady that is Madonna, Mary, and it is also my older woman. And if you take a look at my man, and you take a look at these two, they are the same. If you put a mustache on Jesus and you put a hat on them, they're the same. Now I'm going to show you some tricks, real good tricks of his. Now bear with me, please. So first of all, I got to kind of warm you up into his way of doing. First of all, when you end up with some of his works, this dog is this dog, but pulled into different colors. If you take a look at the outline in here, this is a side face in a shadow. There's a face here, and there's a face on this side, and there's faces in the middle that the dog makes. You have to really stare at it and understand it. And there's faces all over in these shadows, and this is in his cortex, okay, of like a diary. Well, it gets really heavy, because if you really take a look at it, you'll end up with it to go as far as this, that you can see there's a little change of lightness in here. And then it gets even wilder when you end up with, bear with me, please. I'm trying to find it. It's got a lot of film in here. It changes. This was the original sheet, how it changes for the eyes and everything. Okay, now we're going to get into this one. I do believe, nope, this one changes it also, pretty heavy and looks. And then not this. Here's another slight look. And that's a different sheet, but it's hidden in here somewhere. There's one that even gets wilder. But right now, so far, I think you understand that part. But this is where it gets even much better. If you take his image and you keep pulling to where what he has hidden, this is considered to be the alien. They call it the alien ship. Well, in it is the same images in which are in mine. It's actually a spaceship, which is actually like a flying saucer, and no matter which way you turn this guy, this guy right here, that one right there, if you look, there's people on it. And no matter which way you turn it, he's flying with his buddies on it. Okay, so with that in mind, if you actually take a look at my image here, which is an X-ray, and you take this and you overlay this, you have to open it up. I thought I had it set. My apology. You're going to find this woman fits. That's my dog. He's okay. You see how she fits in the face on the same cut angle, and it comes on down with her clothes, and how her hands fits in the hand group. Well, what gets real interesting, you see these stars on her chest, shoulder. That's it right here. This is Salvator Mundi. Now let me just view in on this for you real quick. We're talking, you see those stars? Okay? It gets really, really good. Watch. It fits right into my guy right here, which that is him right there when they got hidden. Well, what also is, see this S-A-L-A-I, Sali. He was the model, which is of Jesus. And what gets really good is when you hold this here and you pull this down and you blow this up, okay, you can see the outline of the S. So hang on. I'll show it to you in a different, remember it's the arm. I'll show it to you in a different layer, which is right here. This is the arm. And if you take a look, you can see the S. Here's the S. And then it's A-L-A-I. Very vague, but see, he duplicates and keeps covering it. So if you actually look, there's another S up here, and he continues Sali again. And he does another S up here, and he does also a F. Now I'm sure there's an M in here. And with that, you're going to see something. We're going to be changing stuff back and forth. And look at, I just seen something that says RC here. Now, above her hands. So if you, it would be here. That means it would be hidden somewhere in this area in the black that he blocks off. But that's not just what I wanted to show you. So hang on, I'm getting kind of excited here. It gets really good. Right here, if you take a look, this is an M F. This is one of his tricks. Now everybody's seen the Mona Lisa, but when you do the pull of the color, watch. When I reduce it on down, and you really, really look hard, okay, right here, if you really stare at it, here's an F, and this is an M, runs right through here, 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 and here. But that's on the small difference. Whoops. Right? That's an M. And that's an F. In here, he squeezes that big M together, and then he puts the F. Okay, it gets much better. Okay, not only out of that, he makes a A out of it, and he makes an E out of it. And then he also makes an L out of it. He makes an E out of it. You can see the E. Then he has an O. Then he has a slash N. Then he has an A right here. Then he has his R. And he has a big D. And he has an O. Okay, here it goes. Sorry. L. E. O. Then he has a slash N. Then he has a big A. Then he has an R that covers on the other side of it. And he has a big D in white. You can see the little D within it. And then he has a little O. Now, watch. I know that sounds weird, but hang on. Here's something that nobody's ever seen that or paid attention to. If you take a look at this mountain, and you really get into this mountain, it's a two-face. Look. Here's an eye, here's an eye, here's a nose, and here's the mouth. 50-50. That's a V'd body. That's the nose. That's an eye, nose, mouth. It's hidden in the mountains, turned sideways. Now, out of that MF, it's the same MF as mine. MF right here. Whoops. As my MF right here. Now, if you pay attention to his MF, you can actually see when you reduce a little bit, for you to kind of notice, he changes it into a looking bird. Also, this guy. So it's kind of Leo is a code man, period, and he changes his layers in like invisible ink, but in paint. And don't forget, I broke the codes of what they found in the Mona Lisa's eyes. Go ahead and Google it to see. They found an LV, a CE, a B, an L2, a 149, but the CE is actually stands for Katharina for the C, and the E is an M for Melzi Francesca. Now, within all that, that's not just probably all of it, but the LV, there's a O in between that they don't know, and there's an E. There's a forward E and a backwards E. So he has LOVE in the eyes of the Mona Lisa. Now, don't forget, I have showed you Sali. Now, to show you Sali, that was written in the sleeve, which is here, that I've showed you. It's written in here, real vague. This is the Sali. Again, see? It says S-A-L-A-I. S-A-L-A-I. The same that is in the Madonna. And so I have, now everything which I showed you, that is not just where it goes. Leonardo da Vinci imagining being a paper puncher. And each punch you did, you made the Mona. And he plastered it on a piece of paper so much, when you're done with that piece of paper, you have no paper. He was obsessed beyond the limits of anybody's imagination. He didn't overdo it because everybody loves it, but he totally was obsessed with it. And it's a real heavy trip, I'm telling you. Now, he would even make the same image that we were talking about on her shoulder also be my Statue of Liberty looking person right here, for what I told you on the Madonna one, which is on her shoulder right here. Okay, so not only does he put Melzi Francesca there, he also can put my Statue of Liberty there, because the two are in the same type class of his works. And don't forget, he does change in here. See, he has hidden. This is the face. This is the face of my man, and this is my man. And then don't forget, I told you, these two are the same. So if you really want to learn about the Leonardo da Vinci works of his hidden ways, take a look. You'll see that my man is the same as in the Last Supper, and you'll see that in the Last Supper is the same in my painting. And the reason is, okay, is because it's done by the same person, which is the greatest painter on the planet, Leonardo da Vinci. So here is the younger women. Here is the two same guys. Put a mustache on Jesus. It's the same. Put a hat on him. And again, I can't stress it any more than to turn around and tell you that I got well over 1,000 YouTubes, well over 5,000 images that are exact in the way that I know. I found out that I've been making a big mistake on YouTube. I should have went social media, and I'm going to start learning how to promote that. I really don't know how to, tell you anything else, but let me just tell you this. I'm a straight and honest individual. I believe in only telling the truth and not try to deceive anybody. Don't shoot the messenger of what I showed you. And then on top of that, guys, I need you to wash your hands, wear a mask, social distance, say your prayers. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and may God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens, and enjoy my YouTubes. Teach you. And go teach a teacher and take your broken finger and hit the subscribe button. Help out a brother. Okay? And look at it. He's got art behind Mary here. Okay? He's got art right there as a face that builds. That's what he does. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. If there's an inch, if there's a fraction, if there's a micro image, a spot, a blood spot of any size, a pebble, or even 10 times or 100 times smaller than a pebble, he'll use it. Trust me, I've been doing it for 7 years. And with that, again, may God bless the whole world, universe, and the heavens, and you have a beautiful, beautiful night. Amen.